Have you ever heard of dogs being able to smell cancer? Well, I have. And in fact, this is what inspired me to build what is now called the Blue Box. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm delighted to be here today. I am Judit, and I came here to present you with the Blue Box, a new under development biomedical device for breast cancer testing out of the smell of a urine sample. But first, let me back up. Right now, in this world, 1 every 8 women will have breast cancer at least once along their lives. And we, as a society, we are not doing enough. Most healthcare systems in this world use the mammogram as a gold standard for breast cancer prevention. But has anyone here ever had a mammogram? Was it fun? Was it nice? The mammogram is painful, which is the reason why a lot of women skip it every year. But that's not everything. The mammogram is also irradiating. Although its dose is not substantial enough to be considered harmful, you could be actually triggering breast cancer if you overuse the mammogram. So there is a need for a low-cost, non-invasive, easy-to-use, pain-free, and user-friendly new gold standard. So let me now present the Blue Box. The Blue Box is actually a box that has 8 sensors inside that are specific for some breast cancer biomarkers. In other words, when you have breast cancer, your physiology changes. The chemical reactions happening inside of you change, which is why your excretory system will output some chemicals only if you have this condition. When you introduce a urine sample inside the box, these sensors will change their behavior only if you have this condition. And the signal will be sent to your phone via Bluetooth and then to the cloud using internet. And it is there in the cloud that we are allocating our artificial intelligence algorithm that is able to classify the sample. Actually, this is not that new. Like, as early as in Roman times, doctors used to taste urine to be able to detect diabetes. So what we are doing is, we know the chemical compounds are there, but their change in concentration is very slight from control samples and breast cancer samples. So thanks to artificial intelligence, we are able to see these differences. In other words, artificial intelligence is able to see what the human eye cannot see. So where are we at now? So actually, exciting times are coming for our startup because next week, we will bring 4 Blue Boxes to 2 hospitals here in Catalonia, and we will start analyzing urine samples. Our goal is that in 1 year, to be able to collect 1,000 samples, to read 1,000 smell prints, that's how we call them, smell prints from 1,000 samples, and use this data to further train the artificial intelligence in the cloud. If we are able to do that, we will be able to raise our accuracy. Right now, we are able to properly classify 95% of urine samples when they have metastatic, like big tumors, metastatic breast cancer. But if we achieve that, in 1 year from now, we might be able to classify early-stage breast cancer as opposed to control samples. So our main goal is not only to develop a new biomedical device, but also to create a change in the way how we, as a society, fight breast cancer. And the way I see that is having 1 Blue Box in every home, giving every woman the tools she needs to avoid a possibly deadly late-stage breast cancer. Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Judith. Thank you. Do we have a question? Yeah, Anna. Clara, sorry. Clara Cuervo. He's a biome manager for Novartis in Spain, so please your question.
Thank you, Judith. I don't know if you remember me, but we talked more than a year ago, and congratulations. It's impressive what you have accomplished. Back at that time when you pitched me that idea and you finished with the same tagline of everyone having that device at home, I asked you if it was really the only business model, right, or commercialization business model to really have that end consumer. And I will ask you the same question, whether you have changed your mind and you think that the family, right, is going to be the one buying that device, or you're thinking about other commercialization models?
Well, I love that question, and I have not changed my mind, actually, because our goal is we want to take one step further to medicine of the future. And the way we see medicine of the future is bringing medicine to the patient, to create a patient-centered, a participatory, individual medicine in which the patient is empowered. She owns her health, and she makes informed decisions. It's not in the hands of the doctors. Doctors are who give the opinion, but women will be able to understand what's happening to them and be the main actors, very proactive actors of their journey.
Thank you.
Thank you. Irene Sanchez is Business Creation Manager at EIT Health.
Hi, Judit. Nice to see you again. And I'm happy to see that I asked the same thing to Judit some months ago about the business model. So taking into account that you envision having this at home, do you envision also a complementary training kit or toolkit? Because maybe not everybody is in the position to know that they have a cancer at home. How do you envision that to communicate it?
Well, I also love that question, and actually we have been conducting some parallel studies to our main study, which is how we communicate to the patient, how we really make it a real IoT point-of-care device. The way we do it is, again, with artificial intelligence. We have now started some studies in collaboration to one student from Holland, AI student. We want to create a doctor embedded in the application, a virtual doctor, called Dr. Blue, by the way, who is going to be able to not only communicate the diagnosis to you, but also to sense in real time the mental state of the patient. And of course, I also have to say, doctors will be people who save your life in the end. So we don't want to substitute the doctors. We're just giving them a new tool so that they can keep doing the amazing job that they are already doing.